Hey guys, I'm Ausyarr and I'm on a boat. This is the Bevo Tech Pack. It's actually the 1.7.10 beta patch, and it's got all sorts of goodies in it, such as the new Applied Energetics 2, which current version actually has auto crafting in it, so I might actually use it, maybe. It's got stuff like Blood Magic, Botania, Factorization, which is an old mod, but it's got a lot of new stuff in it now. And another mod, Progressive Automation, which I'm looking to get into. And one that I'm also very interested in is the Steamcraft, which is what we're going to be doing today. You also notice that I've got a lot of stuff, all of it pretty much cheated in. Because this is a beta pack, world resets, odd ore generation, bugs, crashes, and so forth like that. So I can't exactly do a real world, but I can do, yeah, I can do stealth. I can still do stuff. I can still do it. I can do it. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna do some Steamcraft today. We're gonna get into how to start it, how to actually heat stuff with it, like a furnace. So yeah, gonna do a bit. Alright, let's see. Okay, so first thing you're going to need is you're going to need the Steamcraft book, which is essentially a book, a piece of copper, and a piece of zinc. So yeah, this will give you a little, a book, it'll give you a rough idea of what you're going to be doing. And so you right click on it, open it. Obviously that's a bug because it wasn't by me. Goes in bad ores. You'll notice there's a new ore, zinc. It also spawns in copper as well, but of course other mods will do copper too. And bits and bobs, so you make pistons and turbines and all good fun stuff. And there's a spyglass making fun stuff too. There's there's weapons, there's machines such as these ones, steam heater, which is what we're going to be doing later. There's an item mortar, which sounds hilarious. There's that's interesting too. That's a sort of automatic mining, but that'll come later on. There's a steam tool, so sort of like a automatic miners. There's an exosuit, so basically armor, jetpacks, steam wings, thrusters, power fists, fall assist, as well as the Steamcraft just basic armor, which is gilded iron. But anyway, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is making a Crucible, which is essentially a mixing pot which you're going to make brass and other materials that the mods might need in it. So you need about 7 bricks for this. It's pretty easy. And you make a Crucible like that. And for a Crucible to work, you essentially need a heat source below it. In the book it says a fire. So basically netherrack and fire, which will work, or you can go with lava. And lava will work just as well as fire. Fire's probably going to make a bit of noise, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so basically when you right click on it, it swings, so it's pretty cool. The idea is once you get some kind of liquid in there, after melting it down, you can pour it into a cast, which is the next thing. Is it a cast? I'm not sure it's a cast, but I'm not quite sure that's what it's called. Yeah, it's a mold. You basically put a mold down in front of it. As you can see, it opens and closes. So it's just right clicking to do that. Next thing you want to do is make a mold cast. Just 2 standard bricks together, and you get a blank mold. And to make that mold actually useful, you're going to need to make a, I forgot what it's called again. It's a carving table, which is basically just a mold by itself and some wood planks, like so. And then what you do is just place it down next to it anywhere. Get your blank mold, and you can just right click on it. And as you can see, the mold has changed to, that's a nugget mold. Right click again, you get a plate mold. And right click again, you get an ingot mode. So basically, you've got 3 options to make nuggets, casts, or ingots. I think first of all, we're going to make some plates actually. because a lot of the recipes you'll see require plates. So yeah, so basically just when you get your mold, change it to the right one you want, then right click on the mold block. Now if you want to get it back open, just shift right click and you get it back. So just right click to put in, shift right click to get out, and then right click to open and close. So first of all, we're going to need to make some brass. The recipe for brass, actually I've got the ingots already here. We can just stand over it. The idea is just, what you got to do here is, brass is made from 1 zinc to 3 copper, and out of that you'll get 4 ingots worth of brass. So you basically what you do is you basically drop it on, or drop it into the cast. As you can see there, if you were quick enough, it went from like a silverish color, which was zinc, to a ugly, I don't know, baby vomit color that is. When that changes, you know you've got an alloy in there. So basically, if it's copper, it's going to be more of a bronze color, or I should say, more of a copper color. So, but when colors change in here, you can sort of recognize what kind of liquids you have in here. Okay, so we've got our plate cast in there, and just to get a plate out, you basically right click, and you can see a little bit of the liquid goes down. And then if we right click on our mold, we get a plate. As you can see, it just popped back up to me. So then what you do, close it again and pour out some more. Now you can use things to pull the plates automatically out, such as hoppers. I've already tested with hoppers, but I have noticed that occasionally when you go to pull pour some more in there, the liquid doesn't actually go out of the crucible and you don't get another item. It seems that this thing needs to open almost every single time, even if the item gets taken out automatically by a machine. This currently needs to be opened just to reset the process so this thing works. As you can see, that should be, I think that's the third one. Fourth. Okay, if you notice that you don't get any more out there, actually keep on getting a little bit more. Plates aren't as much as liquid, so you generally get about 2 times the amount of plates. So basically 4 ingots worth in, you get about 8 plates. So yeah, that's another reason why you want to bring it out. Some of the recipes, such as this one here, which is our which one? What's it called? It's a boiler. Yeah, it's a boiler. You can replace these brass plates with brass ingots. So from this, you would have to use 8 brass ingots, which is actually the equivalent of 16 brass plates, you could say. Okay, so basically, let's grab those brass plates to make our boiler. And of course, it's going to need a furnace as well. It's pretty easy. Furnace center, brass plates on the outside, and you get a boiler. So you can just stash that boiler down anywhere you like. Should I put that closer? No, it should be right there. Next thing you want to do is you want to make some brass pipes, which are made out of brass pipes as well. I mean, brass plates. I'm going to be saying brass a lot, so you're going to have to get used to it. It's basically 3 along the top, 3 along the top, bottom, bottom, and you get about 4. So this is going to make like a couple extras because I know we're going to need some more. 16 should be enough. Let's wait to do that first. So basically the boiler itself, when you right click on it, it has 2 inventories. It has a liquid inventory and an item inventory. Basically you can put in coal, charcoal, any kind of burnable material that like a furnace would use into it, and it will get consumed to create heat. It won't consume anything unless you've got water in it. So let's put some water in there first. You'll also notice the bucket disappears for a second too. And there it is again. So now we've got water in there, it's heating up, it's converting it into steam. So we're going to need a little bit more water. And bucket gone, there's a glitchy bit there. Now we get the bucket back again. Oh no, can I actually put the bucket from the inside? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, use the open hand to open it. Okay, can I do this? Yes, I can do that, awesome. So, that should be enough water for now. With the steam, it builds up pressure. Once this thing reaches max inventory of steam, there is a chance that this will explode. So do your best to watch how much steam you've got in the entire system. Later on, there are ways to circumvent this. I'll show you one way to safeguard yourself this episode, but we'll further go on to it in later ones. Yeah, so we're gonna have enough steam to do what we want at the moment. And basically what happens is wait on, get my thought together. I've actually been sick for a while, so that's why the videos haven't come out, and I'm still sick, so yay. Pipes essentially work like this, and we're gonna lose steam pressure like that, so let's just loop it. There we go, so we don't lose steam. I think we've lost all steam. That's hilarious. Let's put some more. Have I got a pick? I didn't get a pick, did I? No. Inventory, cheat mode. I want a pickaxe. I need a pickaxe. Oh, that's a good one here. Obsidian. That's new. Oh, that's Britannia. What is amethyst? Slime with manilium. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get these pots back. Put some more water in the system. Okay, so while that's building up steam, we'll go to build the next thing, which is a steam heater. So you're going to need some more brass plate, of course, another furnace, and 3 copper nuggets. You can, if you want to, you can chuck a copper ingot in there. This thing only accepts refined metals, so don't chuck in ore. If you just chuck in ore, it'll just sit on top, won't do anything. So we can just show you another thing here. You can shift right click at it, right click until you get the nuggets, close it. Oh, okay, so brown is copper. Like that. And that's how you get your ingots, your nuggets. Okay. So, oops. Nuggets along top. Furnace in the center. Brass plate on either side. And what was the last piece? 1 pipe. And you get a steam heater. Now these are actually used in conjunction with the furnace from Minecraft, as it is. So we'll just chuck a furnace down. Okay. Now the placement of these steam heaters is actually directional. It's similar to I should say the pistons. So just, yeah, I think that's enough. Maybe. Let's see if this works. No, you went like that. Maybe they can't point down. Maybe they can't point down. That might be it. Okay. Just run to the back of this thing for the time being. Okay. Right. There we go. So it's touching the back of the furnace, and when we add steam to it, like so. Are you telling me you can't do a right angle turn there? No. These things are a little bit tricky. What I think is happening is it needs a little bit more room to do a turn. Yes, it does. Yep, and that's it. So essentially, we've got plenty of steam in here. The steam spreads to the other systems. So if you get a full steam up here, like the thing where it could explode, that could explode instead. So let's see. Now, if we just chuck in something, what's here? Zinc, yeah. It should. Is it me or can't steam come? Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Steam only comes out the top of these things. Because I'm a goose. There we go. Steam only comes at the top of boilers. Yeah. As you can see, it's now auto cooking the zinc. How much steam do we lose? Too much. You lose a lot of steam when you do that. So don't do that. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit more steam in there. Okay. The other thing about these steam heaters is you can use multiple ones on the same block. Like such. Okay, there we go. Lost a bit of steam. We're still good. Now, because we've got 2 steam heaters, this should cook a little bit faster. Actually, quite a little bit faster. That's almost rotorcraft speeds. Okay, can we do this and do that? So we've got 3 on there. Let's see how fast things cook now. Not a great increase from the last one, but as you can see, it's faster than normal. Okay, so what was the last thing I was going to do? Oh yeah, it's the don't die thing. Okay. Oh, actually no, one last thing. If you've got these pipes here, and you add a lever to them, you get a valve pipe, which is pretty good. So you can sort of go valve pipe, and these things will run out of steam, and then you can go turn on, and the steam will flow out of here into the machines. So you can sort of cut steam off to certain parts of your system, and that's handy. Okay. The last part is actually, where is it? Brass. We're getting brass. We need some brass nuggets for this. Let's just cheat them in. Brass nuggets. Let's get Steamcraft. And what you want to do is get a zinc plate, made in the Crucible, of course. Zinc plate, not that one. It's okay. Zinc plate. Go to your crafting table. Zinc plate in the center. Put the nuggets on either side, and you get a rupture disc. And you can just place it on. You can place it on the machine, or you can place it on the pipe. And essentially, if this builds up way too much steam to the point of explosion, this rupture disc will break, and hence all the steam will be released and saving your machinery. And of course, once it breaks, you can break it off. Did I get that? Oh, I should have got that. I think you might need a tool to break it off. You'll get a, let's see what's it called. Rupture. No. What's this? Google, look for it. Another one. It doesn't appear you can create one on cheat mode. Essentially, it'll be a disk that's broken, and you can get another zinc plate and put it into the crafting table to make a whole new one, and you can put it back there. So yeah, it's repairable, I should say. And I think that's about it for today, guys. And until next time.
Ready, aim, fire.